Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm an ex-investment banking analyst. These are my tips and tricks to help you land an offer in investment banking. A career in investment banking is considered as one of the best options in terms of compensation, progression, and exit opportunities. Every year, students from across the world seek out summer internships and full-time roles at top investment banks, with the hope of securing a full-time offer. The application process is rife with competition and often with thousands of applicants, while each program only offers a handful of available positions. The investment banking recruitment process is long and takes a lot of time and perseverance. The first step to getting started is making a firm commitment to land a role in investment banking. Ask yourself, what is it about investment banking that motivates you? Having a clear reason will be an important motivating factor throughout the process. There are many steps you can take toward breaking into investment banking, so the key is making time in your weekly schedule to progress with these applications. The idea of taking small but consistent steps towards achieving your goals, rather than cramming 5 or 10 applications in a day and risking burnout, will help you to maximize the number of applications submitted. This will also make it manageable for you to balance other academic and work commitments at the same time. Find an application buddy or a support group so that you can compare notes and get feedback throughout the process. A systematic approach is needed for applications, given the vast array of job opportunities available and different application deadlines. A great starting point is downloading an Excel spreadsheet containing a list of all the relevant internship opportunities available, including the names of their companies, their application deadlines, and the link to the application portal. Within this sheet, it is important to have a few columns tracking your progress, highlighting the stage of the application you're at for each bank. The only real prerequisite to apply for investment banking is a readily available resume or CV. This should follow a very specific structure and offer details on your educational background, job experience, and other relevant qualifications. This document is the ultimate screening reference for employers, so I cannot stress enough the importance of getting this right. Seek out feedback for your CV from your friends and family. Go to CV clinics run by your university's finance society or tap into alumni industry professionals. For those with limited relevant job experience, consider unpaid placements and volunteering opportunities within banks and other financial institutions. The first stage of the process usually involves creating a profile on bank application portals. This will include details of your academic profile, including A-level grades and degree class, as well as the university or college you've attended. Typically, investment banks lean toward Ivy League universities in the States and top Russell Group universities in the UK. This should not stop you from applying if you have a different background. You will typically be asked to submit your CV on this portal along with an accompanying cover letter. The latter is a short, tailored letter introducing yourself with details of your academic and work background, addressing the reasons as to why you're applying for the position, why the bank appeals to you, and what you can bring to the company. Again, this follows a particular structure, so it would be best to follow this as closely as possible. Shortly after submitting your application, you'll be asked to complete various psychometric tests, which can consist of numerical reasoning, verbal reasoning, logical reasoning, and situational judgment tests. Graduate First estimates that at least 70% of applicants get rejected from top investment banks solely because of their online test scores, so make sure you practice these on websites such as Assessment Day. If you succeed past the first 2 stages of the application process, you'll then be asked to take part in a telephone and/or virtual interview. For telephone interviews, senior bankers will ask you various questions, usually beginning with, "Tell me about yourself," or "Walk me through your CV." Questions may also relate to the reasoning behind your application to the role and why you want to work at the investment bank in question. This is then typically followed by a series of technical questions relating to financial valuation and accounting. Classic questions include, what are the main ways to value a company? Walk me through DCF, and walk me through the 3 financial statements. Glassdoor is an excellent online resource to help you to prepare for any bank-specific FAQs. It is important to get the balance right between preparing for any questions and simply rehearsing these, as you want to come across as natural and confident in your technical understanding. Increasingly, many banks will now ask applicants to complete a virtual interview via HireView, where you will be asked to record your responses to pre-recorded questions. Results are analysed by predictive analytics as part of a computer algorithm, which is capable of assessing thousands of different traits. This includes word choice, voice inflection, eye movement, and facial cues. Ensure that you're maintaining eye contact with the webcam. Sit up straight and be confident in your delivery. The last stage of the application process is the assessment centre, or the super day. This can consist of multiple face-to-face interviews, further numerical tests, and group exercises. It's worth noting that these assessment centres vary from bank to bank, so it's important to find out what to expect from the day as far ahead as possible. A top tip is to reach out to alumni at your university who currently work for the bank, as they can give you real insights which can be helpful as part of your interviews and for your preparation. I'd also be inclined to act as if you're being watched at all times during the assessment centre as soon as you walk through the front door. How you come across in your interactions in between interviews and group activities is equally important. Simple things like being polite, looking people in the eye, and a firm handshake go a long way. The bank is likely to send you some guidelines ahead of the assessment centre, including the format of the day. Read these carefully and feel free to ask any questions to HR in advance. It usually takes dozens of applications and several rounds of interviews to eventually land an offer within investment banking. If you make it this far, it's very likely that you have the traits needed to succeed in the industry. Remember, the recruitment process is a marathon, not a sprint. If you need help with your interview preparation and getting your technical skills up to scratch, there is no better course than the Investment Banker by Financial Edge training. This covers accounting, financial modelling, valuation, merger modelling, and LBO analysis. Good luck.